and welcome to the Dominion Daily for July 28th, 2026. We've got a Menagerie Kingdom today, and we've got Bounty Hunter, Goat Herd for thinning, Displace kind of also thinning. We've got plus actions is just Mastermind. Yeah, okay. Draw from Destrier, Barge, Livery. Goat Herd can draw. Way of the Mole can be drawn in the right circumstances. And gains from Groom, Camel Train, Barge. Livery can effectively be gains as well because the horses can be displaced. And then displace can also be net gains because you can displace into something that gets you stuff back out of exile. Okay, so the big thing here is that we're gonna have to get Mastermind stuff going so that we can have plus actions. And then once we do that, our deck should be capable of doing a lot of stuff. There is a lot of draw available. Groom is normally a good card, but it does not look good to me here just because there's really nothing of note to gain with it. You pretty much just want fives and Destrier. Okay, I guess Groom could gain Destrier at some point. I don't know if it's worth playing to that. Like you got to get other stuff going before that becomes relevant, and by the time you had that stuff going, it's maybe easier to just either get your draw from Livery or, get your Destriers from plus buy from Barge or whatever. So Bounty Hunter looks good. You see Bounty Hunter, you're gonna hit 5. Though we could potentially make that untrue if we open with Bounty Hunter Goat Herd or Bounty Hunter Camel Train as opposed to Bounty Hunter Silver. I do like getting a Camel Train here though. Camel Train, there's we want to get these expensive things, and the way that Bounty Hunter Camel Train doesn't hit 5 is if we draw specifically Bounty Hunter Triple Estate Copper and then 4 Copper Camel Train on the other turn. It's not very likely. Bounty Hunter Triple Estate Camel Train wouldn't hit 5 either, but then you'd have 5 Coppers on the other turn. I guess Bounty Hunter Double Estate Copper Camel Train. That is a little bit concerning. You could always mull the Camel Train as well if that happens, and then you would hit 5 because you'd have already gotten 3 from the Bounty Hunter. Yeah, okay, so that should be fine. I guess, yeah, the case where it's Bounty Hunter 2 estates, 1 copper, and then... No, sorry, Bounty Hunter 3 estates and a copper, and then Camel Train in the other hand would be annoying. Even then there's Invest, though. So I think that should be fine. Alright. So what do we want that first 5 to be? I mean, it could just be Mastermind already, honestly. There's a lot of the other 5s are Terminal. The one that isn't is Coven, which... Coven could definitely play a role here. And ultimately, the non-terminal card we want to Mastermind is Destrier. The one thing about getting, like, you know, say a livery would just be to make it easier to keep hitting 5. Like, Bounty Hunter is going to help us hit 5 this shuffle, and it's going to help us hit 5 next shuffle, and then not so much. So we do need to have some other sorts of econ in the deck. Mastermind Coven also, like, is legitimately, like, a threat. Yeah, Coven might be correct. It also puts some money into the deck. It's non-terminal. And the curses could fly pretty quickly. I think I will take the Coven. Alright, Camel Train. I think we're getting a Mastermind. And then, do we want a Goat Herd? I'm expecting the curses to fly pretty quickly. So I kind of think I do want a Goat Herd. I think I will go ahead and... The bot just passed up on a 3 there. Interesting. I think I will go ahead and trash here and just invest in something. Probably Mastermind. That's the card that seems like the most important that I just want the bot not to have. Okay, here we run into the issue of not hitting 5 because of the... Well, no, we can, like I was saying before, we can mull the Camel Train. Yeah. Do we just get our 3 Masterminds out? I think so. Do we want another Goat Herd? Can always be Mold. We could also get another Camel Train. I mean, a single Masterminded Camel Train already puts in a lot of work. Getting a second one is definitely on the greedy side. I think I'll take the Goat Herd. Alright, this is kind of what I had in mind. So we go... Although, we mull here, we don't get another Mastermind into play. That's the unfortunate thing about having drawn the other Mastermind last turn. We could just triple trash and then play the Mastermind. I don't hate that. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Let's get this out of here. Do we play the Camel Train or do we mull it? That's the question. Playing the Mastermind, obviously. We could use a lot of things at this point. We don't have any plus buy yet. Use Barge. Use Livery. And what's down there? Certainly more junk. Plus the 2 goat herds. And another mastermind. I'm leaning towards the barges, not so much because I think we need the plus buy just yet, as because I'm anticipating wanting to mull next turn, and then wanting the barges in the deck so that I can draw back into like the mastermind and oven and stuff. So I think go double barge here. Well, okay, maybe we just trash and play the mastermind. We didn't draw the other goat herd. That would have been the case where it would have been good to get or to do the thing I was talking about, but it's fine. Okay, now I think we next turn this barge. Bounty hunt one of these goat herds. Mull the other one. That last card, I don't know what that last card is. Oh, it's a mastermind. Okay. So we kind of need to play this barge for this turn so that we can get more stuff. That's fine. Is it more important to get a second mastermind in play or get another copy of whatever we want to gain? What are we gonna gain? So we can buy invest and then a thing. Hmm. I would definitely like to get liveries. I think it's more important to get the second mastermind in play. Although it does mean that next turn we aren't gonna have one. We could, I guess we could take a displace. Invest in something that probably that isn't displace, and then and then we could displace the goat herd. So what do we invest in? Maybe just Destrier. Or it could be livery, and then if we get livery next turn, we can discard the other livery. That makes sense. Okay, so is there any reason that we would want to mastermind something before we barge. I don't think so. And we could play the Destrier or the Displace 3 times as well. It's an option. I think we do want to play the Coven 3 times because we want to dump the curses. And then, yeah, I mean, we could displace. We display. Triple displace does look pretty good. Triple camel train would be the other thing, I guess. Maybe that's better. We want the thing. It would be good to get another mastermind, but we can't do that. Like, if we only play displace once, we have to then everything we gain and play this turn has to be the same. Whereas if we triple displace, it doesn't. But the camel train can't contribute to that. But I guess that's probably fine. So we could displace like goat herd. What? I'm thinking like we displace the mastermind and then get it back, displacing something else into mastermind. Goat herd to livery, or well, it could be mastermind to livery, and then goat herd to mastermind. And then the third play, it could just be like bounty hunter to destrier or something. We don't really need the bounty hunter right now anyway. So we're gonna want it. We're maybe gonna want it soon. We also don't get to next turn a barge this way. Isn't great. Well, we could. Yeah, maybe that does work actually. Okay, hold on. So we displace Mastermind, delivery, discard, displace Goat herd to mastermind, discard, displace bounty hunter to destrier. Next turn the barge, we mold this. Yeah, all right. There was a risk that we bottom decked the destrier and we only got to play 3 of these 4 cards, but oh wait, we only get to play 3 of them anyway because we don't have the actions. Damn it. Ah. Well, I think it's more important to get the masterminds. All right. Now, unfortunately, Destrier isn't going to come with horses. Maybe that's not important. I'm wondering if you just go invest Mastermind, Mastermind. If we were trying to win next turn, though, that isn't really the way that we want to go. Masterminds are low, Destriers aren't that low, but if we get enough buys, though admittedly it'll be difficult to get that many buys. I think winning next turn is a stretch. I think I'm gonna just do invest Mastermind, get Mastermind. Guess we don't have a goat herd anymore to trash those two curses, huh? Alright, so in theory, displacing Destrier could be better than displacing horse, but it depends on the timing. Just thinking in terms of like do we want to keep the horse around? Or since we clearly can, we're gonna draw without issue. Having the Destrier as a displaced target. You know what I actually should have considered is not drawing with the barge and moling first, like with the horse, just to like try to keep it around. Well, whatever. Do we only have one horse anyway? Because we only have one horse. I think we, well, no, then we triple play the Coven, right? Okay. To get the actions that we need. Maybe I should try to keep the horse. What are we gonna displace? I mean, we've got curses that we can displace if we can. I guess if we could displace the horse into a displace. It's a starting thing. And then livery would gain a horse. Destrier would be down to 4. Then maybe we displace into. We could displace like into a groom. I think I'm gonna play the Destrier. That's. We're gonna gain multiple horses. So we still don't really have enough terminal space by all this stuff. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gains, and we only need 6 gains. I guess I wasn't expecting. Should we just not play the Coven 3 times? Like, maybe we do have a win. Just displace a bunch of Masterminds into Destriers. Yeah. Or camel train them for that matter. The advantage of displacing them is that they get cheaper, which could be relevant. And we camel train the mastermind. So I'll play the coven. And the barge for this turn. And the liveries. And we buy. I guess we can only get a duchy. Oh no, that's not true. Livery to the rescue, yay. Okay. Well, yeah. We didn't get to actually do stuff with our deck, but it was clearly capable of doing stuff. Just, yeah. Didn't have time to actually do it. Oh well. Would have been pretty fun to see what the deck could have done with 3 or 4 masterminds in play. But yeah, I think the goat herd stuff was really good. Just getting all that junk out of there. I mean, it was almost like a delayed chapel sort of thing, masterminding those goat herds. And the fact that the bot didn't have any, so it couldn't like draw off of that, was also really good. Yeah, honestly, I think that's like the main thing that put me ahead here. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.